Hey guys, welcome to Web Dev Tutorials. So in this video we're going to learn how to create three different button designs with three different hover effects. Okay, without any further ado, let's go to our code editor. So as you can see, the simple starter template. I got linked to CSS. So let's start with the first one. We're going to give a few different classes. The first one will be BTN, then BTN white, and the last one will be BTN effect. I'll just name it button 1. Okay, we go to the CSS. So the first thing we're going to style is the BTN white. So we give a background color will be white, and the inside color, so the font will be black. And the next thing is the BTN link and the BTN visited. Text decoration none, then text uppercase, so text transform uppercase, position will be relative, do top 0, left 0, give a padding, we change border radius to 100 pixels, display will be inline block, and the transition will be all 0.5 seconds. Okay, next one is the BTN hover. Change box shadow 0 pixels, 10 pixels, 10 pixels, then RGBA 0.2, and the transform we translate Y -3 pixels. Okay, next one will be BTN active, and again we give a box shadow. Actually, let's just copy this, paste it here, and we just change a few values. So we change here to 5, the other one will be 10, and everything else is same except here will be 1 pixel. Okay, next one is the BTN, next one BTN effect. So do animation of come from bottom, and we'll have 1 second. Effect will be ease out 0.8 seconds. Okay, next one is the BTN after. So the content, just open decoration none, text transform uppercase, position this time will be absolute, width of 100%, height of 100%, top will be 0, left will be 0, border radius will be 100 pixels, it's almost same values, display will be inline block, the index will be -1, and then the transition of all 0.5 seconds. Okay, next one is the BTN white. After change the background to white, and then BTN effect, so we target hover and then the after. Let's do a transform, this time will be scale X 1.4 and the scale Y will be 1.6 and the opacity will be 0. Let's save. Okay, here we go. So we get first. Okay, the second one now. Let's go back to HTML. Create a div with a class div2, and then inside there we'll create another link with a class of button2. Just leave like that. We're not gonna name it now because we're gonna give it name inside. Let's go to the CSS. Okay, now div2, we're going to display it flex. Button 2 width 150 pixels, height 50 pixels, border radius will be 180 pixels, position will be relative. Let's do the left, calculate 50% to 75 pixels, and then the top will be calc 50%, 25 pixels. Let's do the background of linear gradient. I'm going to copy the value, but you can use any color you want. So it will be 60°, and then you give all different colors you want them to have. And the cursor will be pointer. The line height 12 pixels. Okay, and the next one is the before. So the content, the index 1, position will be absolute. We're going to display block width will be 80%, height will be 70%, top will be 15%, left will be 10%, transition 0.3 seconds, opacity ease in out, and let's do the filter, blur of 20 pixels, then the opacity 0, and the background linear gradient, and we have the same values. I'm gonna paste them in just so it's quicker. Then we do so we target hover, and then before, the opacity 1, the transition will be 0.3 seconds, then opacity ease in out, and the filter blur 25 pixels, and the last one will be the after. So this time we're going to put the content, so you can put the name of the button here, so button 2. We're going to text align it to center. Line height will be 40 pixels. Then next will be the font size, so we're going to style it now. The color, let's do the RGBA, so it'll be 235. Let me just delete those values. 235, 235, 235, and then 1. Font weight bold, Z index 5. Position will be absolute. We're going to display it block. Border radius of 180 pixels. Width of 92 pixels. Height of 80 pixels. Actually, width 92%. Sorry guys. And height 80%. Top will be 10%. And the left will be 4%. And the last one will be the background again. Background color, RGBA, and we give values of all 58. 58. Save it. Okay. Got the second one as well. Okay, now is the time for the third one, this one. So we're going to create a div with a class of container, and then inside a link with a class of btn3, and effect 01. Then we'll create one span here, and then inside the span we're going to name the button, so button 3. Go back to the CSS. So now we're going to style the container. So we're going to align items to center. We're going to give a display of flex. Flex direction will be column. Then justify content will be center. Text align will be center as well. And just give some padding of 10 pixels and then 0. And the width of 240 pixels. Okay. And next one is the btn3. So let's style now the btn3 class. So let's do letter spacing. I'm going to use rem, em. Next is the cursor pointer. So the font size will be 14 pixels. Font weight will be 400. Line height will be 45 pixels. Max width will be 160 pixels. We're going to position relative. Text decoration none. Text transform uppercase. Width will be 100%. And the border radius will be 10 pixels. Okay, next the btn3 hover. Text decoration none. Okay, now is the effect, so effect 01. Change the color to the white. Border will be 4 pixels solid, and we give a black color. We do the box shadow, 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 0 pixel, and then 1 pixel. The color will be black and it will be inside, so inset. Next is the background color, which will be black. Then will be overflow hidden, and the position relative. And then transition will be all 0.3 seconds. Ease in out. Okay. Next is the effect hover state. Actually, we do this time the border 4 pixels solid. Give color 666, so it's a gray one. Background color be white. And the box shadow will be 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 4 pixel, inset. Okay. Next is the span. So transition will be all 0.2 seconds ease out. Then effect hover span, maybe letter spacing with 13 EM, and the color will be 333. Okay, next one is the effect after. The background white, and the border will be 0 pixel solid, and the black. Content, put content. So the height 155 pixels. Left we give a negative value, so minus 75 pixels. Opacity will be 0.8. Position will be absolute. Top will be minus 50 pixels. That will be WebKit transform. So we do rotate of 35 degrees, then just transform of rotate 35 degrees with 50 pixels, and transition all 1 second. And we do cubic Bezier. Then we give the values here. Here's 7.5. Next is 0.82, and the last one will be 0.165. The very last one. And the Z index will be 1. And the last one will be, of course, effect 1, hover state, and then after. We changed background color to white. The border will be 20 pixels solid black. Opacity will be 0. Left will be 120 pixels, and the WebKit of transform we do rotate 40 degree, and again transform of rotate 40 degree. Okay, save. And here we have our third button. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you really find this helpful. Thank you, and see you to the next video. Bye.